Today we're going to show off some of the upgrades Jordan has done to his axial bomber. I guess you could probably still call it axial. It's more like a Vanquish bomber running an axial transmission and an axial skid plate, but who's counting? This was his kit and introduction into the hobby about 2 years ago, and since then he's almost put us in the poorhouse building just about every kit out there. So let's get right into it and take a look at the power behind his new HH Polar Pro V2 540L at 4100 kV. From Jordan's reaction, this is apparently pretty impressive. I don't quite get it, but he says it's cool. Well, apparently that was pretty impressive. To me, it's a car going nowhere on a table. And here's his Holmes Hobby version 2 Polar Pro, if you couldn't tell. That's where it is. He talks about this thing like it's his child. And here we are adding another video to the internet about it, where I think I've watched at least a dozen videos with him analyzing this particular motor. As he turns the bomber, you can see he has, what he tells me, are some Vanquish AR60s. He also went with some Bull XOR tires, which he's showing to you as opposed to having them on the vehicle because he's still battling getting the foam inside the Vanquish anodized blue Machete wheels. I think we're still only on tire 2 of 4 at this point, hence the bench test and not the drive test. He's currently running the stock 12-tooth pinion, but is thinking about putting the 11-tooth on, whatever that means. I guess he says he's looking for a little less speed and a little more low-end torque. I told him I'd give him a little more low-end torque, but he didn't think that was very funny. Comment below, let him know if you think an 11-tooth is a good route to go, because I am sick and tired of hearing about it at this point. He needs to make a decision. As if Jordan hasn't given you enough close-ups of his new Polar Pro V2, here we are even closer, yet again. Let's hope another new one of these doesn't come out. And here is his Xpert WR-7701 servo. He had a Savox SA1231G, but if you haven't noticed the blue theme that he's been going with, including the blue Vanquish Stage 1 kit he upgraded to, of course he wasn't happy with an orange servo. He can't match his socks, but he can match his RC car parts. And here's his Mamba X. He's clearly proud of his electronics choices. Here's a view of the body with the stainless steel panels and, of course, a Vanquish sway bar. I'm a bit nervous to ask him how much he spent on all of this. How much did all this cost? How much did this cost?